just pop into the charity shop because that Timberland coat was actually worth about 40 quid. So I'm going to pop to the charity shop first and then get back home and tell you what sold on my auction last night. So back home now, just going to show you what I picked up, what I was on about, what I missed yesterday. It's this bit of a nice coat from Timberland. I don't really pick up Timberland because it doesn't really sell as much as it should do. It's one of them brands, it's a hit and miss brand. But this is going for around, it's about 40-50 quid. We're going to go to the other room now because I'm going to show you all the stuff what I sold last night on my auction and tell you whether it's good or not to sell stuff on auctions. So first of all, I sold 2 Harry Potter books to a subscriber. Did a deal with him on postage well because they're selling separately, so I knocked off one of the postage. So yeah, when you watch this video, mate, the books are getting sent to you today, so enjoy them. With the books, sold one of my Ferrari books as well. This is a yearbook, so they are worth a lot of money. I mean, you're looking, when you buy these from Ferrari, you're looking around £100. I picked up a massive bundle, must have been about 20 plus Ferrari books and Ferrari owner books for 20 quid last year in a car boot. I've made my money back, so it really owes me nothing. Sold it for £6.99, so it's just pure profit. The books, I paid a quid for each of them. I got quite a few Harry Potter books, you know. I always pick them up because they're nice to go as a bundle. Next is 2 DVD players. One is free because I had it off my nan. She just gave it me when she gave me a load of stuff, so it owes me nothing. I think I sold it for 5 quid. And the other one owes me nothing as well because I picked it up from eBoots with a VHS. The VHS went ages ago. I think I picked it up for 5 quid for this and the VHS. So yeah, owes me nothing. I think I sold that for 5 quid as well. They don't sell for much, DVD players, unless like the Blu-ray ones, so they're not really worth picking up. But if you can pick them up for free, you might as well pick them up because 5 is a fiver. Oh yeah, I've just been editing the video and I forgot to mention the best sale of the auction, which somebody gave me an offer for this. It's a laser inject cartridge, it's like HP compatible. Picked this up for a quid in the charity shop and I had it for sale for like months and months for like £6.99. Put it on the auction for 99p. Woke up in the morning half asleep and somebody offered me 70 quid. Pressed OK, thinking, oh, it's somebody who's just trying to, you know, pull a fast one. Went back to sleep, woke back up and they paid. They've now, obviously you can see they received it and they're happy with it. So yeah, crazy what happens on eBay, doesn't it? Especially at auctions like this. But yeah, get back to the video now. Thought I'd put that in because I actually forgot to mention it in the main part of the video. Next, I've sold 3 of the Walt Disney figures. These was in one of the auction where I picked up 4 Disney figures. There was loads more, but I didn't win any of them. These are all 101 Dalmatians. 2 are going to the same person. I think one's going for 65 quid. I think that's that one, which is the mom. And I think that one sold for about 50-60 quid as well. So yeah, made a good profit on them. And I think that one sold for 35 quid. In total for the whole 4, I paid about 70 quid on the auction. So I'm well into my money already on them. And I've still got Pongo left, which is the dad, to sell. But he's going back into normal listings now because he's worth quite a bit. He's worth like £100, but I'm selling it for about 70 quid. Next is Toy Story Hug-a-Lots. I think he hugs so much, or whatever it's called. He smells of strawberries, really nice. I've had him for ages, but he just hasn't sold. I mean, he's worth a tenner all day. I think I sold him for a £5 in the end day, but I think I picked it up for a quid. or £2 a car boot. Sold a camera as well. That is from when I went to do a car boot. It's still on there, sticker. I wanted £10 for it, and I think I sold it for about £6. It's when I was just buying loads of cameras in like car boots, and I was picking up these for like a couple of quid. I think it's only owes me a couple of quid, but it's been lagging around for ages, so I'm just glad. I'm gonna make my money back and a little bit of profit, so it's gone. It's better than just chucking it away. Same with this. I thought I would have sold this, but it just didn't sell. Don't know if it works, it's untested, but it's a retro Sony tape player for a car. So wanted about £20 for it. I think I sold it for about £5 or £6. So picked it up for like £2. So gonna make me a little bit of money. Next is in here. It's a Toshiba camera. Picked it up from a jumbo sale for £5. It's worth about £20. It's not a very good one, but I sold it for £10, I think, on auction. And it comes with all the stuff, so yeah, it's well worth it. Next, I picked up this, and this is from that terrible car boot where I only picked up 2 things. Like I think it was last week on the Saturday. £2 they sold me, and I sold it for £3.99. The reason being, it hasn't got the dice, so it's pretty much useless, and it's not like normal dice. They're like a special sort of dice, so really hard to play unless you got the dice. Next is another comic I've sold. It's an X-Men Uncanny one. Awesome front cover of Wolverine. It's not a very good one. It's not worth much. I think I sold it for like £3.99. I think two or £3.99. But it owes me absolutely nothing. Got it for free when I bought a load of comics for myself, and he gave me this one free. Next, I sold the 2 paintings. I did actually sell these for cheaper than they're actually worth. These averagely sell for about £40. So if you see anybody called Robert Cox on a painting, pick them up. Americans absolutely love these. They're proper oil paintings. And people just walk past these in charity shops all the time. They are worth something, probably about £40 if I was gonna be like patient. But so that one for 27 and this one for £20. Paid £2 each on these. And then finally I picked up one of these from Leeds when I went to a meetup last year, and it's a universal remote. Picked up for £1, and I think I sold it for £4.99. So had it around for quite a while, and I don't know why, because it's brand new. So yeah, made a little bit of money, but it's gone now. Roughly made about £250 in sales from that stuff, which is okay, you know. 13 sales I think there was, something like that. And yeah, I've got rid of some of the stock. Some new stuff, but a lot of it is old stock, so I'm quite glad I got rid of it. And obviously the reason was because I was trying to get rid of old stuff. I messed up, like you saw in the last video about, it felt like I was banned on eBay because I couldn't list unless I paid money. But yeah, I basically put a load of stuff on auction. I still got to put some more stuff on today. And I'm going to be doing that all the time now. Stuff that's lagging around, that's not very good, but also stuff that you don't know how much it's worth, or it could be one of them ones where people want to bid for it. It's worth doing. Auctions are hit and miss. I put on 100 lots and I sold, what, 17 items. So auctions don't mean you're going to sell your stuff even if you put it at 99p. I had 99p stuff on there and it still didn't sell, but it might sell this time. Like I say, if you're owning a shop like me and you've got 100 spaces for auctions, you might as well use them. You're paying for it anyway, and you can get rid of old stock or get stuff and entice people in. Lower it down like £5 if on a t-shirt or something, or a shirt or a suit or a toy, compared to people who are selling it for full price. And you might sell it, you know, because you're lowering it, and if no one else bids on it. They've got a bargain, you know, they've had a thing where they didn't have to haggle for something or put an offer in and get rejected because they don't want to sell it for that price, where on your auction, you know, once you've bid, it's yours. So yeah, it is well worth it, I would say. Obviously you're not going to sell everything, but if you've got a lot of dead stock, you know, you got all these places where you're selling online like Whatnot and that, where I'm not going to do that. I don't agree on that. I think it's like flogging a dead horse. You're just basically picking up stuff and cheap and selling it for cheap, and you're not making any money. I'm not going to do that. What is the point in going around picking up stuff for a couple of quid here and there and then selling it for £2 more? And it's just not ethical. It's not money. It's not very good business, I don't think. You know, if you're a seller, it's great if you're a buyer because you'll pick up loads of bargains. But with auctions on eBay, you can set your prices to what you want. If you don't sell, it doesn't sell. But you know what I mean? Just keep on putting it on. And as you can see, I sold 17 things. So I've made 250 quid in one night. And also, you've got your regular sales that are coming through as well. So it's better than just keeping it on there, hoping it's going to sell, even forgetting about it because it's been on there for 6 months, when you can just whack it on auction and try it that way. But yeah, that is the end of the video. It's morning. I'm now going to wrap these up. Well, my mom's going to wrap it up because I've paid for her to get her hair done, so she owes me. So yeah, I'm going to go out and buy some clothes for myself, not from a charity shop, because there's never anything my size or what I want in charity shops. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then hit that like button, and I will see you tomorrow with another video.